Talk about up close and personal. Good morning, everybody. This is different. Over the past few months, many of us have felt something here in the air. Not just conversation, but energy. Not just change, but emotion. When things get uncomfortable, when there's loss, uncertainty, or growing pains, we often ask, what's gone wrong? But today, I want to ask a different question. What still works? Because even in times of transition, even after loss, even when leadership changes, some things never stop working. Love still works, presence still works, connection still works, and spirit still works. Recently, I was talking with Shona, and she shared something that really kind of stayed with me. She said how inspired she was by this community, by the way that after losing our spiritual leaders, people didn't scatter, they gathered. People showed up, people supported one another. People learned or leaned in instead of pulling away, and that matters. Because what that tells me is this: the strength of a spiritual community isn't in one voice. It's in the consciousness that holds the space. Science of mind teaches us that there is one life, one presence, and one intelligence. And it's expressed through all of us. So when one expression changes, or when a familiar voice is no longer here, spirit doesn't leave, spirit redistributes. It shows up in conversations, in kindness during uncertainty, in patience during discomfort, in people choosing love. Every community goes through change. But consciousness determines whether that change becomes a breakdown or a breakthrough. A breakdown says something is wrong with us. A breakthrough says something is trying to be born through us. Births are rarely quiet. They're uncomfortable. They require trust. What I've seen here, with what Shona named so beautifully, is a community choosing maturity over drama, connection over fear, and presence over polarization. That's not accidental. That's spiritual practice. Because the real teaching of science of mind doesn't only happen on Sundays. It happens when we ask ourselves, who am I being in this present moment? Am I being a place where spirit can land? Am I being an open heart? Am I being steady when things feel uncertain? Centers don't grow because everything is perfect. They grow because people stay away when it's not. And that's what I see here. So as we move forward together, my invitation is simple. Let's continue to be a community that doesn't avoid discomfort, but greets it with grace. Not a community that needs certainty to staying loving, but one that trusts spirit enough to stay connected. Because when we do that, people just don't attend this place. They feel it. They feel that something real is happening here, and they feel that it is still alive. And that, my friends, is what we call what still works. Thank you.